defender Paige Nielsen. Paige, how's the team preparing for Saturday's match?
Yeah, we had a really hard week. I think we've all been frustrated because of the potential we have, and at some point we have to realize that potential. We have moments of brilliance, and I think we just went back to the basics this week. We became super competitive. We didn't let one tackle go. We raised the standard all across the board, on and off the field, and we know we need to be better. So it was a good week of training.
Okay, we'll turn it to Zoom for questions. Okay, Theo, go ahead.
Hey Paige, how you doing? How's the wife and the dogs?
Thanks for asking. They're good. Yeah, they can't handle this heat so much, so I have to walk my dogs at 4 a.m. and 11 p.m. But yeah, we rescued a cat and figured out, and they started to love this cat. Apparently it was someone's cat, so we had to give that one back. We thought we rescued it. So it's been busy at the house.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing, the 11 o'clock walk. I feel like all dog walkers in Texas, you see them at 6 a.m., 11 p.m., and everyone's like,
Yeah.
That's the life. I want to talk a little bit about passing. It's cool to hear about the intensity this week, but like you said, the results can be frustrating, but there's been these like moments where you really see things kind of coming together, and I think one of them is the amount of passing. And I was curious to kind of hear from talking about you more individually. You're playing 12 more passes a game than you were in Houston last year.
Oh, wow.
And the team itself is playing a lot more passes, now third in the league for passes. What does that feel like? Do you notice those extra 12 passes a game that you're completing? Do you kind of, just talk me through a little bit of like this increased volume that you're feeling individually and maybe as a group as well.
Yeah. One, I picked being a defender because you touch the ball a lot more. So I love this style of play of moving the ball. Of course, I get to touch the ball a lot more, and I have a lot more responsibility. I think some of my best years individually was with DC, and I had like almost 100 passes a game. And it was establishing tempo. It's establishing confidence with your team, just holding the ball. I think no one wants to defend for long periods of time. It gets frustrating. We'd rather be on the ball. And so I think what we're trying to do is hard, especially in our formation, be a really possession-oriented team, especially in this league, because so many goals come from, I don't know, a transition moment or a special player makes a special moment happen. And I view Houston as a very blue-collar, gritty team, and we're going to need everyone to start to batter teams and win games. And I think it starts with our tempo and our passing along the back, for sure.
That leads me on to the other question I wanted to ask, which was like, how are you finding working with Abby for the first time the last 4 or 5 games, I want to say now? Because obviously that triangle, or I guess because it's a back three, it's more of like a sort of, I don't know what shape you call it, but it's like you've obviously got Katie and you and Abby and now whoever. Like, how's Abby's kind of passing come into the picture, and what's it been like working with her?
Yeah, I think we really utilized the goalkeeper, Abby, in the past couple of games in our goal kick build-up. I think it's really important how poised Katie and Abby are to invite pressure in. They've done a great job all year of that, actually, of not being scared of pressure. And then it's usually an easy 5 pass to break it. Either that's with our 6s or around with our center backs, but it's really like how calm they are under pressure. And I think it makes the entire back line calmer. Does that make sense?
Makes total sense. That's exactly what I was really interested to hear more about. That's all from me, Dustin. I don't know if you want to jump in for one, but Paige, thanks so much for your time, and good luck with the weekend, and enjoy the break. If it's exciting to have a break, or if you're thirsty for more games.
Both.
Yeah.
It'll be a good reset, that's for sure.
Dustin, go ahead.
Hey Paige, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. Just looking ahead to this weekend, I know North Carolina, they play a very distinct style. How do you guys, see the matchup with them? And Fabrice being there recently, how has that kind of helped you guys prepare for them?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really fun matchup. They're very fluid in their movement. We play kind of similar. They play a box in the middle, and we play a box in the middle. I don't know. It might change this weekend, but we play very similar. They're very possession oriented. They like to get on the ball. They like to switch the ball, and yeah. How does Fabrice help? I don't think he's doing anything different to prepare for like each different teams. We're really this week specifically focusing on our our strengths and getting back down to the details, which means 1v1 defending, looking at our structure and just being super solid in our structure. And if you look at the last game, the goals we gave up were super soft. And I think he mentioned that about 3 times, and it makes us super frustrated. So it's more like it's focusing more on us and making it way more difficult for the opposing teams to get in and around our box. This week was specifically focusing back on us.
Thanks, Paige.
Yep.